On EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They begin the drive with Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
On 2nd down, Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. After the interception, here's Smith. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. Loose inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 61 yards. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Williams. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got a man, complete. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Williams running left. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, Williams. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. to swat that one away.
The kick by Marr is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to Walker on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
Walker with another carry. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Haven't been a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Hey, let's go Wednesday, on Wednesday.
They'll try the air now with Smith. He completes this to Walker. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second and 10. Back to throw, Smith. Flush to his right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Metcalf motions left. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
When teams practice their plays during the week, They're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day, so it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Wilson changing the play. To throw on 2nd down. Wilson dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Bang out.
Williams. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off of play action, here's Smith. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. DJ Jones coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
Here we go.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Tuesday. No ball.
Now Geno. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. But really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
First down, Broncos.
14, buddy.
Play action. It's Wilson. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. Well, it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Draymond Jones in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Steps away to his left. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. On third down, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 85 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams with his second touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Got it. Hey, 0-0-0.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A give to Williams, running right. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action now. Wilson. Flushed out right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. The busy night continues for Williams. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now it's 2nd and 9.
Hey, alert. Touch 50. Hey, alert.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The strong windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
Good shot.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gault. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Throwing now is Geno. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. On 3rd down, here's Walker. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
at the 6-yard
Check
line.
59, check 59, cover.
Throwing is Smith. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 119 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Now Wilson going to change things up here.
19. Good.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They go play action with Wilson. Now he steps away. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Brings up 2nd and 14 at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Dallas. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Trying the left side with Walker. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Now Gino on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Slot man moves right. We'll take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 144 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
What?
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Wilson wants to throw it. And he's going to have the hook up with Sutton. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away.
Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that's This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds. Wishing he had... That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Now Williams running left. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Williams. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 40-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll send Judy in motion left. On third down, here's Williams. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's Wilson. Got a man, it's Judy complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy. 39 yards. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Seahawks 0. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 7. Geno now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Smith. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
And just a 30-yard punt that time. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tim Patrick, 43 yards. And the Broncos have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14. Seahawks, nothing. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Walker with another carry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On second down, it's Walker. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Seahawks, nothing.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Hey, trio left. Snowball. 49, flip route, 49.
To throw is Smith. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a three-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Hey, 0.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And Wilson wants a different look.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
Ball left. 36 power. Keeler. 14.
Now Wilson looking to throw on 2nd down. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. from the 34-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
36 power.
Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. It's a gain of 34. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Williams is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear it now. 3rd and goal. Throwing is Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The kick by Maher is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense, as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Fant. The result, a 1st down as the quick slant gets him 14. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. 36 yards on the play. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Smith throwing again. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 10. Metcalf motions left. Now Smith. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high-percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Check 58.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Seahawks nothing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Here's Moore. He will return it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Hey, here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Walker now on first and 10. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. Smith. Short throw to Disley. Shoves him away. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Running left is Walker. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And going right back to Walker. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Middle.
Throwing is Smith. Flush to his right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Oh, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And now Smith going to change the play. And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Hey, here we go.
Now receiver in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Smith.
At the 6-yard line.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. 23 yards, the final tally.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped, surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm is just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Again, Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. From the 23, here's the 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Tariq won't. Oh, no, he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That could be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
Wilson's pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing now is Geno. His throw incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Strike. 13 next.
Geno now to throw. And complete to Smith and Jigba. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And Smith, and this throw finds Smith and Jigba. He'll get it inside the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
From the red zone now, Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. Touchdown! Kenneth Walker from 17 yards out. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
Saw a touchdown, too. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A give to Williams, running right. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 104 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a 1st down. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Seahawks 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Smith. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quan Williams. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Touchdown, Broncos. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Broncos are an extra point away. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 20. Quickly to the air is Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Now it's Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he will have a Broncos first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short. Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. 14. Here's Wilson to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, force the incompletion.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On third down, Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver, that's Tim Patrick. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Seahawks nothing. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up first and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Smith. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Hey, here we go, hey. No ball.
Now Smith. And this one is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now it's Smith. Returning right back to Lockett. A very solid gain of 27. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. Now some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. And Smith here, an audible at the line. Back to Walker on first down. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's got room. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now Wilson on first down. Into the hands of Patrick, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tim Patrick, 57 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point by Marr, up and good. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Marr now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, Smith. Walker with a grab, left side. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. In motion goes the tight end. On second down, a run with Dallas. And he'll second down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Smith going to move him around. They'll run on first down with Dallas. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
On second down, here's Smith. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 34. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They run it again with Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Maher able to put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
On the return, the Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Hey, we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Geno now to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. This is taken at the 23. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd down, Wilson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. He's got room at the 30. Now inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Blitz coming, and down he goes. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On 2nd down, Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Russell Wilson. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Throwing is Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
A gain of 10 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Williams brings it in. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Denver.
On 1st down, Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete. It's Okwuegbunam. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Wilson changing the play. Wilson now to throw on 2nd down. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And they'll run the end around here with Judy. On this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Greg Dulcich from 8 yards out. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Now Geno. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
At the 7-yard line.
Here's Smith. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
Check 59, check 59, cover. Line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Taking on the midfield logo. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play.
Partner, we always talk about how important 3rd down is, but I think 1st down is equally important because everything comes off of that play. If the defense wins the down, they are able to attack. If the offense wins the down, they might go faster, do other things, and change things up. That big play right there allows this offense to really get in gear.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Williams. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Seahawks nothing.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Wilson. That's taken in by Dulcich. Touchdown! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Seahawks, nothing. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watch the highlight reels from this one, the better.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Smith. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Smith and Jigba in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
Hey, go flip her up, flip her up.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll drop this down to Williams, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.